ไม่ได้เกลียด
ไม่ได้เกลียดก็แปลว่ารัก
Forget everything I said. Forget it. Look. Anung shall hereafter be dubbed the Riz Goddess. Okay. She has ascended the highest levels of Riz. She is more than a master. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's divine levels of Rizification at this point. Like you love her. You love her. And the fact that it was subconscious, the fact that she didn't have to think about it, that's her truth.
เกลียด
Hello, what is up, my beautiful people? It is your girl AMA, aka Amma. Welcome to the AMR, your one-stop shop for amazing book, movie, series, reactions. Okay, so today I'm going to be reacting to Blank the Series Season 1 Episode 4. And actually, let me take this opportunity to welcome all the new subscribers to the channel. Yo, I can already see the Blank fandom is amazing because literally I posted my reaction to Episode 1 and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Things have been moving, so that's been amazing. I'm glad to see all of you. I'm glad to have all of you here on the channel. I'm hoping that we ourselves can become, an amazing community, a family, where we can watch the series that we like, talk about it, have a good time, say agree to disagree happily and respectfully, even when it comes to that. So I'm about to get into this episode because I remember from the last episode, you know what I'm saying? Like, Kanung's grandmama smacked down Anung's grandmama, and like, there's still, legend has it, an Anung's grandma-shaped crater in the earth. You know what I'm saying? She gave her that fatality. Just ripped out her pride, like, and then she finished her. So I'm really curious to see what's happening because Anung's mom also appeared, and it looks like she feels some type of way about Kanung, but like, that's gonna be crazy, So without much ado, let's go. Let's get it.
ตัวเป็นแม่ของเด็กนั่นเหรอ
แหม เพื่อนเก่าไม่ได้เจอกันตั้งนาน ไม่ถามสักนิดเลยเหรอคะ ว่าสบายดีหรือเปล่า
ถ้าจะลีลาขนาดนี้กันเราไปละ
Wait, it's not giving old friend. It's not giving we were especially close because at the very least she would have known that like her friend was pregnant. So there's a distinct disconnect between how Kanung views the relationship and how Anung's mom is portraying the relationship. Kanung is so cold.
อย่าเพิ่งโกรธกันสิคะ
Oh, why you holding me like that? Stop it. Look. Why you grabbing me like that? Stop it. Stop it. Literally your daughter's property. Don't do that. Don't do that.
โลกกลมจังเลยนะคะ คุณหนึ่งกับอันหนึ่งมารู้จักกันได้ คุณหนึ่งไม่อยากรู้หรอคะ ว่าทำไมเขาตั้งชื่อลูกว่าอันหนึ่ง
Oh, I was about to say, don't tell me she named her daughter after Kanung. Why would you do that? Kanang, well, I don't know what might have happened in the past, but Kanang of today clearly doesn't seem to feel any strong type of way about your relationship. So why are you out here naming your daughter after her?
ชื่อลูกให้คล้ายชื่อเรา
สมแล้วที่เคยเป็นเพื่อนสนิทกัน
Were you?
คนหนึ่งนี่เก่งเหมือนเดิมเลยนะ
What
เพื่อ
happened?
อะไร
Because you naming your daughter after a person is giving you're my best friend, you're the maid of honor at my wedding, you're like what happened? Cause
คนหนึ่งนี่เก่งเหมือนเดิมเลยนะ
เพื่ออะไร ตัวตั้งชื่อลูกแบบนั้นทำไม
Kanang is like
เพื่อตอก
we were
ย้ำถึ
never
ง
that
ความผิด
close.
หวังที่คุณหนึ่งเป็นต้นเหตุเนี่ยค่ะ
If I could moonwalk. If I could moonwalk. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some Jesus in it. Wait. So it feels like Kanang's, or it feels like Anang's mom like Kanang. And it feels like Kanang did not like her back. But apparently Anang's mom thought it was a good idea to name her daughter after the woman who rejected her so that she could remember what it felt like to be rejected. Why would you do that to your daughter though? Like every time you say her name, you will remember the woman who didn't want you? I too do not understand. But I mean, so your daughter's gonna like working herself up to hit that. So like she slipped out of your grasp. She did not slip out of your daughter's grasp. Okay. So like, is she gonna find out? Like what?
เกี่ยวอะไรกับเรา
ให้เขาทบทวนให้ไหมล่ะ
Please take me. Take me. It's the way she looked at her though. Like, bruh. Kanang could not care less. You know what I'm saying? It's not even like that thing where, oh, like you like me and I kind of liked you back and like I feel some type of... Kanang doesn't give a damn. But Anang's mom is like smoldering and it's like...
ชอบเชิบอะไรกัน เรากับตัวเป็นเพื่อนกันนะ
ทำไมจะไม่ได้อ่ะ คนหนึ่งนี่เขานะ เขาที่รู้จักคนหนึ่งดีที่สุดแล้วไม่มีใครจะรักคนหนึ่งได้มากเท่าเขาอีกแล้ว
แต่เขาไม่ได้รักตัว จะมาบอกรักให้ได้อะไรขึ้นมา
Interesting. That's very interesting to me. Because what that tells me is that right from a younger age, it's been a fundamental part of Kanang to reject any proposal that she does not want. So Kanang is not the kind of person who will be nice to spare your feelings. She straight up like, why do you need to tell me you love me? I don't
แต่เขา
feel
ไม่
the
ได้
same
รัก
way.
ตัว
That is not the reaction that she had to Anung's proposal. After Anung's proposal, Kanung took her out for lunch. They sat and had dinner, and then Kanung like accompanied her, I think, to the bus home. So for me, that makes me feel like right from the moment Anung proposed, Kanung essentially accepted it. Or even if you don't want to say she accepted it right then and there, she did not object to it enough to reject it. So my theory is that Kanung has liked her from the beginning. That's my theory. From episode 1, from those first drawings, Kanung kind of liked her already. Right? But it wasn't until Anung's declaration of I love you, I will do whatever it takes to be worthy, that Kanung began to actually seriously consider what a relationship between them might look like.
ก็บอกรักให้ได้อะไรขึ้นมา
เขาก็แค่อยากให้คุณหนึ่งรับรู้อะเขาไม่ได้อยากแอบรักคุณหนึ่งอีกต่อไปแล้วมันอึดอัด
I am a firm believer in if you love someone, you should tell them. I feel like it makes it harder for you to move on from your feelings if you're keeping them bottled up and pretending like they don't exist. Different people have different situations, but I think on the whole, you're much better off telling the person and either possibly getting accepted or possibly getting rejected than to keep yourself in that suspended state of maybe if only they knew we might be able to be together. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's gonna crush your hopes and dreams, just let them get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Be a big man, be a big woman about it. Take it, and let the pain will eventually fade away. You know what I'm saying? Eventually it moves on.
แล้วนี่ไง กลับไปทำตัวเป็นปกติได้หรือยัง
แต่เขาบอกคุณหนึ่งไปแล้วไงแล้วจะไม่พูดอะไรหน่อยเลยเหรอ
No.
เราบอกแล้วว่าเราไม่ได้ชอบตัว
Ooh.
แล้วจะให้เราพูดอะไรอีก
Ooh. Oh shit. Episode 4. So I feel like people do this to themselves. I really do, because it's one thing to tell somebody how you're feeling, right? That is absolutely your right. They're your feelings. You get to declare them. But if you have told somebody how they feel about you and their reaction is respectfully, I don't like you like that, you need to be the kind of person who can take that in and walk away. You cannot convince someone to like you. So after she said she doesn't like her now like 3 times. She said, we're just friends. Why would you say that? Why would you tell me you love me? I don't love you. I don't love you again. Can we go back to normal? You have been rejected multiple times. Just accept it. Let it go. If you need to ask for space, if you need to take some time before you can just go back to being friends, hey, but don't try and force it. Because if you have to convince someone to love you, what is the point? They never actually really wanted you. You become the good argument. Who wants to be that? You know?
คุณหนึ่งและฟ้าก็อยากให้คุณหนึ่งมองฟ้าแค่คนเดียว
Impossible.
ก็มองอยู่นี่ไง
She's waiting for your daughter.
คุณหนึ่งก็รู้ว่าฟ้าหมายถึงแบบไหนอะอย่าทำตัวพูดไม่รู้เรื่องดิ
ตัวอยากให้เราพูดใช่ไหม ได้ เราพูดตรงๆนะ ว่าเรื่องของเรามันไม่มีวันเป็นไปได้
ทำไมอะคุณหนึ่ง
อย่ารู้เลย
บอกเขามา
Kanung was stone cold when she was younger. God damn. But doesn't it seem like a completely different Kanung in some senses from the Kanung we've seen with Anung? Like, I actually can't picture Kanung being quite this cold. We got a glimpse of that in episode 3 when she got mad at the possibility of Anung, quote-unquote, breaking up with her. But for all Anung's whining and clinging, Kanung has actually never treated her this way. And this is supposedly her friend. So that is wild for me. because Anung already has an unprecedented level of access to Kanang. And another interesting thing for me is the fact that, once again, people approach Kanang with this sense of entitlement, right? Whether it's entitlement because of money, status, power, or entitlement because they feel like no one else can never love you the way I love you. Anung's proposal stands out because Anung isn't saying no one else could ever do this or no one else could ever be as good as me. She's saying, I love you and I will just do whatever it takes to be the person that you need in this relationship. I feel like no one has ever made the proposal about Kanang. They've always made it about what they want from her and why they think they should be entitled to her.
ได้ เราพูดตรงๆนะ ว่าเรื่องของเรามันไม่มีวันเป็นไปได้
ทำไมอ่ะ คุณหนึ่ง
อย่ารู้เลย
บอกเขามาทำไม
ตัวไม่คู่ควร เรามันคนละชั้นกัน
Okay, I know I was teasing earlier, but I actually low-key feel bad for Anung's mom. Like, okay, so what? Part of being worthy to Kanang when she was younger meant having a person be from a certain class. So I feel like it's been a progression. Worthiness was at first having somebody be of a certain class and social standing and maybe a certain amount of wealth, and that's like her grandma's ideas filtering to her. And then having someone be worthy, I feel like for adult Kanang became more about having somebody who genuinely valued her and valued her love, and didn't just think that they could quote unquote buy those things from her. So it's very interesting because by the standards that Kanang initially defined worthiness, Anung is less than worthy. Anung is nowhere nowhere on the totem pole. Just can't, is not possible. But I feel like something about the way Anung said I love you, and something about the way Anung meant it, and of course the fact that she would have grown and she would have shifted away from some of her grandma's ideologies, I feel like that's part of why we get the reaction to Anung's proposal that we do. You know, that because after all, Anung's mom meant it too. Like, she means I love you too. But it's interesting because her love is a lot more forceful, and it's a lot more almost for her own sake. But Anung's love was very, I don't know how to describe it other than gentle. You know, there was no pressure to it. It didn't require anything from Kanang. It just was, you know. I'm comparing, you know, the two proposals, and I'm like, you can see a completely different attitude and atmosphere about what it means to have Kanang. Like, Anung has made her declaration and is waiting for Kanang to give herself to her. But Anung's mom is trying to grab Kanang, literally. And I feel like when we look at the people that Kanang rejected and Anung whom she accepted, we do see that trend. Probably later on I'll make like a defining like characteristics of like the differences between the people that Kanang has rejected and the one person that she accepted, which is Anung. But if you're keeping track of all the differences, okay, let's go.
เอานี่ไป ตัวอายุแค่ 16 จะมาท้องแบบนี้ไม่ได้
Oh, is that? Oh.
แต่คุณหนึ่งฟ้าไม่กล้า เด็กเขาไม่ได้ทำอะไรผิดซะหน่อย
แล้วตัวพร้อมมีลูกแล้วเหรอ ผู้ชายเขารับผิดชอบตัวไหม อย่าให้เด็กคนนี้ต้องสร้างความลำบากให้กับชีวิตตัวเลย
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me put some Jesus in it. Are you telling me that Kanung was out here trying to destroy her happily ever after? The baby of destiny of which you waited? Left to Kanung alone, Anung wouldn't even exist. Is this what you're telling me? Oh my god.
ตอนนี้สิ่งที่สำคัญที่สุดคืออนาคตตัว ไม่ใช่เด็กนี่
คนหนึ่ง
Yeah. Oh, the realization on her face.
จำได้แล้วสินะคะ
Yes!
เคยทำอะไร
Remember
เอาไว้
what you did now. Oh, that's
อันหนึ่ง
one way
เกือ
to
บ
put
ตาย
it.
เพราะคุณหนึ่งคนเดียว
I mean, we were theorizing it, you know what I'm saying? We were theorizing it. I don't know why you gotta say it straight like that. Like, that's so direct. Like, oh my god. Anung almost died because of you. Damn. I think I have the title of this episode, actually. Anung almost died because of you. Oh my god.
ไม่นึกเลยนะคะ ว่าจะได้เห็นคนหนึ่งตกใจ
Yeah, that's shock.
เป็นบุญตามากๆเลย
That's guilt. That's pain. That's sadness. That's...
ตัวกินยานั่น
ใช่
Is that why she was premature? Is that why she's had health struggles her entire life? Because, like, imagine how it feels like to accidentally hurt someone you love. And now to have it in mind that literally, not only did you, well, indirectly, but not only did you also kind of directly hurt somebody that you're now really coming to care for, but like left to you, she might have died. Yeah, that's Kanung is. And if we ever had a doubt about how she feels about Anung, we can't doubt it in this moment, right? The question of why does she let Anung cling to her, and why does she let Anung whine, and why does she always give in basically to anything Anung wants, low-key, is because she cares, if not already loves her. Wow, the look on her face is heartbreaking.
ถึงกับหน้าซีดเลยเหรอคะ
You seem very happy talking about almost killing your child. Like you the smile on your face is not matching the conversation, to be honest.
เขากินยานั่นเข้าไป แต่เขากลัวเลยวิ่งไปหาแม่ อันหนึ่งก็เลยรอดมาได้
Wow. This
Tila.
close to losing her.
ดีเหรอ
ดีแล้ว
And that look on her face, the relief, the sincerity. When she said that good, she said it with all of herself. She meant that good. She's glad Anung is here. She can't imagine what life would look like without Anung.
ดีแล้ว
Look at her face.
ดีเหรอ
Look at how much she meant that.
อันหนึ่งคลอดก่อนกำหนด ต้องอยู่ในตู้อบเป็นเดือน
Oh, now you're
ๆที่เด็ก
mad.
นั่งใส่
Okay.
แว่นหนาๆเพราะตาเกือบจะมองไม่เห็น
And the guilt.
ต้องเรียนซ้ำชั้นตั้งหลายครั้ง ท ทั้งหมดมันเป็นผลจากการที่เขาเกือบแท้งนั่นแหละค่ะ
แค่สงสัยอะว่าใส่แว่นหนาขนาดนี้ได้ยังไง
เอ้าเขาก็เคยบอกแล้วนี่ว่าแม่ไม่อยากให้เขาอยู่เขาก็เลยคลอดก่อนกำหนดอ่ะเกือบมองไม่เห็นแล้วนะเนี่ย
Like that's all falling on her like a ton of bricks right now. And also just the entire idea that she was responsible for Anung thinking that, or really for Anung feeling that her mom didn't want her because I don't know if she feels like if she hadn't interfered with that perspective, her mom might have taken the chance, to have the baby. And if Anung's mom took the tonic and then ran to her grandma, got scared, that's how her grandma found out about it. And so perhaps that trauma of having her daughter rush to the hospital, having this baby born premature, blind, all of that stress, maybe that's also part of her grandma's, should I say trauma, should I say perspective of this entire incident, and part of what influences her thinking that her daughter getting pregnant at such a young age was so terrible. Maybe because there was a very terrible sequence of events following it, Of course, no one wants their daughter to get pregnant at 16, but like they're fairly well off. Like it seems like your daughter's fine, you know what I'm saying? Like if you were like the daughter of like maybe a farmer in like a rural village somewhere, it's like, oh, you've changed the entire outcome of your life. But like you took a couple of months off, you went back to school, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like perhaps that's part of why the grandma is so hostile, honestly, to just the idea of Anung ever making that kind of pattern of choices in her life.
เขาทั้งรู้สึก
Kanung looks like she wants to run away and she can't. Like she's being pinned in place with this burden of guilt. She looks like somebody that's being beaten. And that's amazing. That's
ทั้งเจ็บปวดมาก
a direct
เพราะเขาเชื่อเพื่อนสนิทที่ชื่อว่าคุณหนึ่ง เด็กคนนั้นเลย เพราะเขาทั้งเจ็บปวดมาก เพราะเขาเชื่อเพื่อนสนิทที่ชื่อว่าคุณหนึ่ง เด็กคนนั้นเลยได้ชื่อว่าอันหนึ่ง เวลามีใครเรียกชื่อเล่นว่าหนึ่ง มันยิ่งทำให้เขานึกถึงคนที่ฉีกอกเขาเป็นริ้วๆ คนที่บอกว่าอันหนึ่งไม่ควรอยู่บนโลกใบนี้
Okay, I'm getting it. And honestly, I was laughing before because I thought it was like some love type thing, like some I couldn't have you, but I have Anung. But it's not that at all. It's actually surprisingly intense. It's like whenever she hears the name Anung, she is reminded that this was a child that, but for divine intervention, let's say, wasn't supposed to exist. And every time she hears the nickname Nung, she's reminded that the irony is that the person who shares this name, the person who lives with this name, would have quote unquote deprived this other person, her child, of the chance of coming into the world. But it makes me wonder, so to some extent it's a reminder, I guess, to make up her own mind and to not necessarily let the influence of people around her to determine her life. But also, it makes me wonder, does it make her feel resentment every time she hears the name Anung? Because you're reminded of Kanung, Is it healthy to have such a constant
เด็กคนนั้นเลยได้ชื่อว่าอันหนึ่ง เวลามีใครเรียกชื่อเล่นว่าหนึ่งมันยิ่งทำให้เขานึกถึงคนที่ฉีกอกเขาเป็นริ้วๆคนที่บอกว่าอันหนึ่งไม่ควรอยู่บนโลกใบนี้ แต่ใครจะคิดล่ะคะว่าโลกจะเหวี่ยงให้หนึ่งต้องมาเจอกับคนที่ทำให้ตัวเองเกือบไม่ได้ลืมตาขึ้นมาดูโลก หรือว่านี่มันคือโชคชะตา
It's so funny. Kanang felt nothing or seemed to feel nothing about quote unquote hurting her friend's feelings, especially where a romantic relationship with her was concerned. But the slightest hint that she hurt Anang, and it looks like she's breaking apart.
คุณหนึ่ง
This is not how you expect.
แล้วเพียงฟ้าล่ะครับ
ไปแล้ว
นี่คุยอะไรกันเลยครับทำไมดูเครียดจัง
คุยเรื่องที่คุณกับเพียงฟ้าเคยคบกันสมัยเรียน ยินดีด้วยนะ คุณได้ลูกสาว
First of all, so this is the nigga who didn't want to take responsibility? This is the dude who didn't step up to help her take care of their child? Isn't he like a minister's son? He has the shmoney. So what was his excuse? You see, if we already didn't want you with Kanang, now it's even worse. You're out here chasing a woman who does not want you instead of considering. Did he not know? Ah. She never told him? Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Hey, yo, man, my bad. You know what I'm saying? This is about to be a day for you, too. But second of all, you're telling me that both Anung's parents liked Kanang. Both of them wanted to be with Kanang. Kanang rejected both of them. But Anung, she picks? Wow. Oh, when they find out, they're going to die. Metaphorically speaking. So what's interesting to me is that I feel like her parents represent literally two sides of the coin, right? Of the kind of proposals that Kanang has received. Anung's dad, right? Anung's dad is those of the wealth, status, and fame who believe that they should be entitled to Kanang because their position in life makes them most suited. They don't believe that they have to do anything to earn her love or work for her love or be worthy of her love. They are already worthy because some way, somehow, they have a certain amount of money or position or status, even if that's just because of the family they were born into and is nothing that they've had to personally work for and achieve for themselves. And then on the flip side, there's Anung's mom, right, who comes with a love proposal. But it is not a giving love, it is a taking love. It is a love that says, I want you and I deserve to have you because I love you. My feelings for you entitle me to your body, your emotions, and your time, right? It is a love that I don't know if you can even really call that love, to be honest. It's more of a desire to have, right? And in some ways, both of her parents treat Kanang as a kind of possession, as a thing to be obtained, right? Whether that's by saying, I love you, so I should have you, or I'm wealthy, I'm famous, I have status, so I should love you. And in the middle of them, we have Anang's proposal, which differs from theirs by virtue of its sincerity and its purity and its innocence. Anang says, I love you. And it is a gift given. Anang isn't asking for anything. Anang isn't demanding anything. Anang doesn't require Kanang to do anything in response to her declaration. It is simply a statement of fact. It exists. I love you. That is a giving love. And then she says, I will do whatever it takes to be worthy of you, right? And then on the flip side, her contrast with her father is that what we see is a certain humility, is the absence of that arrogance that tells you that you're entitled to a person just because your bank account has a certain number of zeros attached to it. Anang doesn't make Kanang an object. She doesn't make her a status symbol. She doesn't make her a thing to be possessed. And so between her two parents who were not worthy, I can absolutely understand why Anang is worthy. And that's the irony. Because she's younger. She hasn't lived as much life. She hasn't seen as many things. But in the purity and sincerity of her love, she's worth more than both of you. Oh, that's crazy. So the guy that Anang low-key doesn't like is her dad, though. Yeah, you better sit down and breathe. You have more things to worry about.
อันหนึ่งคะ จะกลับแล้วเหรอ ทำไมรีบกลับจัง
เหนื่อยอะ
So now she's finding it difficult to face Anang. She's finding it difficult to look her in the eyes, especially while she's wearing the glasses, especially while she's wearing this physical mark, right, of the way that she's been hurt by Kanang, even before they ever met. And if Kanang is a person who has struggled to accept love, right, without believing that maybe there was some sort of strings attached, or who has struggled to accept love because she believes, or some part of her believes that she herself might not be worthy. Because I imagine growing up with grandma had these impossibly high standards that Kanang could never quite meet. And so if for that reason Kanang has struggled to also receive love because there's a part of her that thinks she's not good enough. Because I remember in one of the earlier episodes, she said she loves me. Why would she say that? Right? And so if it's been a question on her mind, why would she say that? Why does she love me? Why would she want to be with me? Then the idea that even before she's met this girl, she's hurt her, she's damaged her eyes, she's damaged her prospects, left to her alone, she wouldn't even be alive. That pain and that guilt, I feel like it's gonna make Kanang withdraw. And I'm so sad because we were getting closer. We were bantering, we were holding hands, we were letting Anang flirt, like we were getting somewhere, and I feel like we've regressed, you know. I feel like she's gonna push Anang away, and I'm just low-key even afraid to continue because I don't know what this is gonna look like.
ถ้าหนึ่งไม่อยู่เขาก็ไม่อยากอยู่งานนี้แล้วอ่ะ อยู่ต่ออีกสักนิดสิคะ ถือว่าอยู่เป็นเพื่อนเขาก็ได้ เมียหนึ่งอยู่แล้วเขารู้สึกเหมือนมีเพื่อน
When you're with me, I feel... She looks so heartbroken. She said, when you are with me, I feel like I can rest assured, right? I can be safe. When you're with me, I feel safe. And Anung and Kanung looks destroyed. Almost as if she's saying, I'm the last person you should feel safe with.
บอกให้ทำไมคะ ใครทำอะไรอะหนึ่ง
เปล่า
เขาอยู่นี่แล้วทั้งคนน่ะ ไม่ต้องร้องนะ
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, shit. Kanung is just being stabbed multiple times in this episode. That's what's happening. Because she's standing here thinking about everything she almost took from Anung. And everything that in some way she did take, because they're permanent side effects. Like her vision is a permanent side effect, and her being 3 years late is a permanent side effect. And whilst she was walking Anung home, Anung talked about the fact that if she had just been born on time, like she would be, you know, making money and they'd be better positioned to have what they have and all of that. Those are all definite things that have happened to her. So whilst Kanung is standing here thinking about the things that she's taken from Anung, Anung is standing here and she's giving to Kanung still, right? Giving love, giving comfort. That little protective note that was in her voice when she asked, who made you cry? And then she said, don't worry, don't cry, I'm here. It's so... Because right after she finished saying, don't leave me, you make me feel safe, right? She went right back to giving in this relationship. She went right back to, don't worry, I'm here for you. Don't cry. What are you doing to love like this, man? Oh my God. I don't think
อันหนึ่ง
it's some... Oh, yay!
Thank you for being alive. ขอบคุณที่เกิดมา คนดีของอา
I will not cry. I am not going to freaking cry. I'm not gonna do it. You cannot make me. I refuse. I freaking refuse. I'm not gonna do it. But I feel like till now it's been sort of like Kanung has been sort of like slowly letting herself grow closer to Anung. But this is the moment when we really see what Anung has began to mean to her. I was about to say I was scared that she wouldn't really let herself have this until she was able to forgive herself. But I love that her reaction in response to Anung's care and comfort wasn't to run, but to give care and comfort of her own. And I feel almost that it's Anung's love that is in of itself like a guide for Kanung in how to love. And so sort of like the more Anung loves her, the more Kanung is able to love Anung, right? And then maybe even eventually like herself, right? So I love that her response to Anung's care is to reach out and to embrace her. And she's embracing her for all the hurt, right, that in this moment she feels she caused. And she says, thank you for being alive. Thank you for being born. Thank you so much for being here. And it's such a powerful statement because it just shows us what Anung means to her. So it's not just some light thing, it's not just some frivolous thing, it's not just some, oh, okay, well, let's see if you can be worthy of me. And then she hit her with that my good girl. Oh, she hit her with the my good girl, and I'm just, everything in me is dying. Oh, but also the possessiveness, that claim, right? I feel like this is the first time Anung is like, this is the first time Kanung is like, Anung is mine, you're mine. Because up until now, it's been Anung saying, you're my girlfriend, right? And Kanung has been like, Delulu. But this is the first time where she says, yes, you're mine. And the way that Anung tucks her face closer into her neck when she says that, the way that she receives that affirmation, the way that, I wonder how many times Anung gets told that she's anyone's good girl, that she's doing well, because her grandma is always on her ass. So the way that she shifted that little bit deeper into Kanung's neck when she said, my good girl, the way she received that praise.
คนดีของอา
That little borrowing is so cute. So, we just gonna do this out here. Look at grandma's face. We're gonna just do this out in the street. You know what? I ain't gonna hold you. It's a deep moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things happening. Grandma, if you don't like it, you got to look away because it had to come out. You know what I'm saying? It had to come out. She's putting two and two together. Oh! Dear Lord, no!
เขาเกลียดแม่ แม่บอกว่าอันหนึ่งเป็นสาเหตุ ที่ทำให้เขาเกิดไม่ได้เกิดมา
I feel like that's another shift in their relationship. Oh my god. Can't sleep? I just realized how kind of bare her, should I say, apartment is. For an artist, like, the walls have nothing on them, actually. And everything's kind of gray. She's still thinking, still beating herself up about it. What's good,
คน
Daddy?
หนึ่งมา ไม่พูดอะไรสักคำ ข้าวก็ไม่กิน
ผมกินไม่ลง อันหนึ่งเป็นลูกของเพียงฟ้ากับผมจริงๆเหรอ
How did you know? Well, but how
ตอน
did
นี้อัน
you
หนึ่ง
not
อายุเท่าไหร่แล้ว
know?
นะครับ
Like,
20
look, if you oh, he's coming. Okay. Was it a one night stand, or were you like girlfriend boyfriend? Because if you're girlfriend boyfriend and your girlfriend suddenly disappeared, you never thought to find out what was going on. If it was a one night stand, like maybe that's different, but yeah.
ช่วงเวลากับอายุ ใกล้เคียงกับตอนที่ผมคบกับฟ้าจริงๆด้วย
แล้วตอนนั้นคุณรู้หรือเปล่าว่าฟ้าท้อง
ตอนนั้นผมยังเด็กมากๆ ผมยังไม่พร้อม
This bitch. Because I was over here giving you the benefit of the doubt. I was like, there's no way he would have known that she was pregnant and he wouldn't have shown up. You weren't ready to be a father? Who was ready to be a mother? I don't understand the words that are coming out of your mouth right now. Who at 16 is ready to be a parent? That's not the point. The point is you helped to get someone pregnant. You don't just get to walk away and say, well, I wasn't ready to be a father. You show up and you do whatever you can in that situation. You support her however she needs you to support her. And like I said, wealthy boy, wealthy family. It's not even the usual problem you have with someone who was a normal 16-year-old of, I can't support myself. How do I pay for baby diapers or this or that? Your family could have very easily supported her and you. So it's pure selfishness. You got someone pregnant and you dipped. Get the out my face talking about I'm worthy of you. You're worthy of who? Who? Get out. I was cool with you until this moment. You have filled my veins with fire and rage.
ผมไม่รู้จริงๆว่าต้องทำยังไง
I literally explained what you do. So
แล้วฟ้าว่ายังไง
เธอแค่มาบอก แล้วก็หายไปจากชีวิตผมเลย
no, I'm sure.
ตอนนั้นผมไม่มีวุฒิภาวะเลย
Could have done to stop it.
ผมเป็นผู้ชายที่แย่มาก
Well, I do like a person who can take accountability. You know what I'm saying? And once a person takes accountability, I don't necessarily feel the need to keep beating them over the head about the same thing. So yes, you were horrible. You were an asshole. My God. It'll take me some time to forgive you. I ain't gonna hold you. That's some bullshit. But whatever. I hear you.
ผมควรตรวจ DNA ไหม ผมไม่ได้บอกว่าอันหนึ่งไม่ใช่ลูกผมนะ
To make
แต่ผม
sure.
แค่อยากทำทุกอย่างให้มันชัดเจนอะ
I mean,
ตอนนี้ผมพร้อมรับผิดชอบ
fair.
ทุกอย่างแล้ว
ก็เลยจะขอตรวจ DNA หนึ่งคงประทับใจแย่เลย หมายถึงอันหนึ่ง
Did you look at her like you would be impressed? Boy, if you didn't have a chat, right, back when you were like a single whatever, what in the world would make you think she wants you now that you're a sudden baby daddy of a 20-year-old? Like, what? Why are your priorities still so misplaced?
หน่อยเลยเหรอ ไม่อยากรู้ว่าอยากมีลูก
ก็อย่างที่ผมบอกอะครับ ตอนนี้ผมพร้อมรับผิดชอบทุกอย่างแล้ว แล้วผมก็รู้แล้วว่ามีเขาอยู่ แถมลูกสาวผมน่ารักจังเลย
ใช่ อันหนึ่ง
Oh, okay. Verbal confirmation. I like it. You think she cute? You think she fine?
ลู
Okay.
กสาวผมน่ารักจังเลย
ใช่อันหนึ่งน่ารักมาก แต่คงจะแย่นะ ถ้าเพียงฟ้าไปโรงพยาบาลไม่ทัน
แต่ก็ทันนี่ครับ เข้มแข็งจังลูกสาวผม
แหมคำก็ลูกสาวสองคำก็ลูกสาวเห่อจังเลยนะ
Yeah, actually, it is nice to see him be so excited to show up in her life now, and I guess better late than never, you know. So it is what it is. For the record, if you happen to be a 16-year-old guy who gets a girl pregnant, don't just live. You know what I'm saying? This is actually not okay. But yeah, it's nice to see him show up now. And it's nice to see Anung, sorry, because they kept saying different names in the beginning. It's nice to see Kanung visibly like softening where Anung is concerned. Like the fact that she would actually stand there and say, yes, Anung is very cute. And literally sit in that for a moment, picturing Anung feeling those feelings. As you are smitten. That's what that feels like.
พอรู้ว่าเป็นลูกสาว ก็รู้สึกรักขึ้นมาเลยครับ
But she don't
แปล
like
ก
you.
ดี
though.
นะครับ ผมไม่ได้เลี้ยงเขามาด้วยซ้ำแต่กลับรักเขาได้มากขนาดนี้
ไม่แปลกหรอก อันหนึ่งเป็นเด็กน่าเอ็นดู ใครอยู่ใกล้ ก็ต้องหลงรักเป็นธรรมดา
คุณหนึ่งด้วยสินะครับ
ไม่ได้รักหรอก
Yes, apparently.
ก็เด็กนั่นน่าเอ็นดู
คุณหนึ่งไม่ค่อยแคร์ใคร
She's called Anung cute, adorable, and said that anyone who's close to her will fall in love with her. She's called Anung cute, lovely, and adorable, and said that anyone who's close to her is gonna fall in love with her. So that's how Kanung sees Anung. That's so sweet.
กับอันหนึ่ง คุณหนึ่งดูเอ็นดูเป็นพิเศษนะครับ เด็กคนนั้นมีบุญจังเลยนะครับ ที่ได้รับความรักจากคุณนะ
And again, your misplaced ass priorities. What do you mean by that girl is lucky to receive love from you? You just found out you're her dad, bro. It's supposed to be the other way around. Anyone who Anung loves would be lucky. That's what you're supposed to say. Jesus Christ.
เงียบนะ
That's what you get. Really. Oh my god. Why are you simping so hard? Oh, your daughter. I'm not even mad at it. I love that your daughter nabbed this woman. I'm so happy because I feel like she genuinely deserves her. Like, yes.
อันหนึ่ง
The hugging and the pulling and the tugging, things that weren't allowed even for her friends, she lets Anung do. Because she's lovely,
อาเช่นสวัสดี
cute,
ค่ะ
and adorable.
สบายดีไหมลูก
ก็สบายดีค่ะ
Are you just
Hello?
gonna tell her like that?
ไปโรงเรียนเพลิดเพลินดีไหม
เพลิดเพลินดีค่ะ
กลับไปก่อนเถอะ เดี๋ยวหนึ่งโทรหา
Yeah, like
แต่ว่า
maybe not like
ผม
right now.
ขับรถให้เพลิดเพลินนะ
ฮะ พูดอะไรอะครับ ภาษาแปลก
Hey yo man, like read the room. You know what I'm saying? Just like read the room. Just look into her eyes and read the room. Check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself, please.
เดียวกันนั่นแหละ ถ้าเข้าใจที่หนึ่งจะสื่อ ก็กลับไปก่อน
Anung is like,
Come.
Get your ass out of here. Oh my god. I can't even imagine what it would be like to be in love with the same person as like my mom and my dad.
อาเชษเขาดูแปลกๆนะคะ
นอนไม่พอละมั้ง แล้วนี่มารอมีอะไร
ไม่มีอะไรค่ะ
ไม่มีอะไรแล้วมาทำไม
แล้วทำไมเขาจะมาไม่ได้อ่ะ คิดถึงอ่ะ
I love Anung. I swear, I love this kid. I love her. I love her. Oh my god, Kanung was right. Actually, Kanung was right. Anyone that is near her will love her. It's true. It's a fact. I've confirmed it. It's certifiable. It's scientific. Scientific. I love the way she's just gonna tell you how she feels. And I love the fact that this girl is literally rizzing up Kanung to within an inch of her life. I shall hereby call Anung the Riz Monster. Or perhaps the Riz Master. I will decide. But, oh my god.
คิดถึงอ่ะ อันหนึ่งเป็นอะไรหรือเปล่าคะ
เปล่านี่
Are you worried because she has a dad that she never knew and the mom that she's never seen popped up and both of those people wanted to you? Is that part of the concern?
ก็ตั้งแต่วันงานโรงเรียน เขาก็ไม่ได้เจอกับอันหนึ่งอีกเลยอ่ะ
That's not right. You should hug this girl.
จะมาเจอได้ยังไงล่ะ ยายเราไม่ให้มาไม่ใช่หรอ
อันหนึ่งรู้ได้ไงอ่ะ
Well, she actually did.
แต่ว่านะ หลังจากงานวันนั้น
I feel like she knows because that's the kind of thing her grandma would have done. Just so sad.
ยายก็ไม่ได้ว่าอะไรอีกเลย
You better not.
แถมยังบอกให้เขาชวนอันหนึ่งไปกินข้าวที่บ้านด้วย ต้องเป็นเพราะอันหนึ่งเป็นหม่อมหลวงสิบประกรณ์แน่ๆเลย
You and I and you. We and
กิน
us.
ข้าวเหรอ ไว้มีโอกาสจะไปนะ
วันนี้หนึ่งดูแปลกๆนะคะ
Yeah, actually, she looks a little bit nervous, a little bit scared, a little bit anxious, but also just generally softer, just more vulnerable. And I feel like we're saying we're starting to see after that hug in episode 4. I feel like that was the breaking of the dam. Now we're starting to see these feelings for Anung spill out. And so it's actually written all over her face. Everything she's been feeling today.
ทำไมอันหนึ่งต้องหลบ
That
ตาเขา
wall is
หรือไปทำอะไรผิดกับเขามาเหรอ
เปล่า
หลบตาเขาทำไม
เปล่านี่
นี่ หลบตาเขาเห็นคนมั่นใจในตัวเองอย่างอันหนึ่งอะเหรอจะทำแบบนี้ ต้องไปทำอะไรผิดกับเขามาแน่ๆ หรือว่าแม่ไปพูดอะไรคะ ต้องพูดอะไรแน่ๆเลยใช่ไหม ไม่งั้นอันหนึ่งไม่เป็นแบบนี้หรอก
So this is part of what I was afraid of. I guess it did happen. It's just happening at a delayed time. But I'm glad it's not a hard pulling away, right? This is still just a bit of guilt, a little bit of shame maybe. And I feel like it can be worked through. So if we don't have like a impulse to self-sabotage, we'll be alright. It's just, you'll take no sense. literally seen this woman
โกรธ
yank
อะไร
her
เขา
arm away.
ไม่ได้โกรธ
ก็ที่เป็นอยู่แบบเนี้ยไม่ให้เรียกว่าโกรธแล้วจะให้เรียกว่าอะไร
ไปกันใหญ่แล้วบอกว่าไม่ได้โกรธไง
She's mad at her son.
ไม่ได้โกรธงั้นก็แปลว่าเกลียด โหทำไมอันหนึ่งใจร้ายกับเขาอย่างเงี้ย
โอ้ยไปกันใหญ่แล้ว ไม่ได้เกลียด
ไม่ได้เกลียดก็แปลว่ารัก
Forget everything I said. Forget it. Look. Anung shall hereafter be dubbed the wrist goddess. Okay. She has ascended the highest levels of Riz. She is more than a master. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's divine levels of Rizification at this point. Like you love her. You love her. And the fact that it was subconscious, the fact that she didn't have to think about it, that's her truth.
เกลียด โหทำไมอันหนึ่งใจร้ายกับเขาอย่างเงี้ย
โอ้ยไปกันใหญ่แล้ว ไม่ได้เกลียด
ไม่ได้เกลียดก็แปลว่ารัก อะไรนะคะ
The little jump she did, she's like, yeah. Oh my
เมื่อ
god.
กี้อันหนึ่งพูดว่า
เราไง
ก็แปลว่าหนึ่งรักเขาไง
It means Anang loves me. Let us have a moment of just silent appreciation for the Riz goddess. Just a moment. Because she picked up on exactly what that meant. Exactly what it meant. And she's not afraid to ask about it.
เมื่อกี้อันหนึ่งพูดว่า
เราไง
ก็แปลว่าหนึ่งรักเขาไงคะ ว่าแต่รักแบบไหนคะ หรือว่าก
ลับบ้านไม่ได้เราไป
ไล่กันเก่ง ไม่เอาเขาไม่กลับ
She is too good at chasing her away. But for me, the most important thing is the thing that we noticed about Kanang in episode 1, which is this. Kanang has no issue, no problem with telling you she doesn't want you. Zero, zilch, nada, nothing. So the fact that Anang can stand here and say, it means you love me, and Kanang does not deny it, that means yes. And now she's aware of the fact that she loves Anang. She already knew that she thought she was lovely and cute and adorable and lovable. And now she knows she loves her.
รักแบบไหนคะ หรือว่าก
ลับบ้านไม่ได้เราไป
ไล่กันเก่ง ไม่เอาเขาไม่กลับ
กลับบ้านช้าเดี๋ยวก็โดนยายดุ
ไม่โดนแล้วค่ะ เพราะว่าตอนนี้ยายกำลังไปโฟกัสกับแม่ที่เพิ่งกลับจากต่างประเทศ
She's gonna find.
งั้นเราก็ควรไปอยู่กับแม่เหมือนกัน
ไม่เอา
ทำไม
เขาเกลียดแม่ แม่บอกว่าอันหนึ่งเป็นสาเหตุ ที่ทำให้เขาเกือบไม่ได้เกิดมา
She knows.
คิดว่าเขาจะเชื่อเหรอ แม่เป็นคนไม่อยากเก็บเขาเอาไว้เอง ก็ควรจะโทษตัวเองสิ จะมาโกหกว่าเป็นเพราะหนึ่งทำไม แต่ช่างเหอะ ไม่ว่าแม่จะพูดอะไรเขาก็ไม่เชื่อหรอก เขาไม่เลิกรักอันหนึ่งเพราะเรื่องแค่นี้หรอก
ตัวพูดแบบนี้กับแม่ตัวเหรอ
what's interesting for me is that Kanung hasn't told her perhaps the full truth, and I wonder if that's gonna play later, because even though her mom does have to take some responsibility because ultimately it was her choices, the influence of, you know, your close friends in a time of crisis is going to have like some sway. And so, especially because Kanung was so vocal, you know, and so I don't want to say aggressive, but so strong about her opinion of what the right thing to do was in that situation, right? So it is part of it. Like, she is part of the reason, like, Anung was almost miscarried. That has nothing to do with her mom's decision not to see the girl or talk to the girl or speak to the girl. And so part of the reason why Anung believes her mom didn't want her is because her mom has never given her indications that she did. And that's not on Kanung, that's on the mom, you know. So there's some truth to the fact that you shouldn't necessarily blame Kanung for your choices. She was part of it, but if Kanung was 20%, I feel like the mom is still 80%, you know, of the situation. So I love that Anung said, I'm not going to stop loving you just because of this. Because I feel like that is part of what has made Kanung so scared and so nervous and so anxious, is the idea that if she knew, she might love me less. She might not want to be with me anymore. And the fact that Anung knows to give that reassurance without Kanung having to ask is so... it's so great. It feels like just on a cellular level, Anung seems to know and understand what Kanung needs, and it comes as second nature for her to provide that reassurance, that comfort, that love.
ไม่ได้บอกหรอกค่ะ เขาพูดแบบนี้กับอันหนึ่งแค่คนเดียว ทำไมคะ กลัวโดนกีดกันหนอ
You're such a brat! You're such a freaking brat, and I adore it. Yes. Oh my god.
หนอ
ไม่ขำด้วยนะ
Again, no denial. No delulu, no you're imagining it. She looked her straight in the eyes and she said, I don't find the thought of being separated from you funny. I take that seriously. Okay. All right.
อันหนึ่งแค่คนเดียว ทำไมคะ กลัวโดนกีดกันหนอ
ไม่ขำด้วยนะ
โห ดุจัง เวลาหนึ่งดุแล้ว เท่จัง
I mean, she does look very sexy, you know what I'm saying? The angle is working wonders. You know, when she looked slightly down at her, you know what I'm saying? She said, I don't find that funny. That was low-key very hot, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna hold you. I saw it too. I did.
ไม่รู้แหละ แม่มาโทษว่าเป็นเพราะอันหนึ่งแบบนี้ เขาไม่โอเค
หนึ่ง คือ
Was that her trying to tell her?
แม่
I mean, I say kiss the girl. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, I am not a helpful source of like advice anymore because I just want to see you kiss the girl now. I want to see you put your mouth on her mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like that's it. So I'm just gonna be giving you bad advice from here on out. Okay, kiss her in the street, kiss her at home, kiss her in front of the gram. I don't care. Just please kiss the girl because the chemistry is giving. Okay, all these teasing little looks, you know, little glances and those little smirks. Okay, you have to kiss the girl. Like I have to see this.
ฉันไม่อยากให้หลานเหมือนแกไง
That look that Kanung gave her, it feels like she does feel responsible towards Anung's mom. Like she does sort of believe that she owes her some kind of apology.
หนึ่งเข้าไปหาคุณยายก่อนสิ
แต่
เข้าไปเถอะ
Kanung says no, huh?
ตัวไปบอกอันหนึ่งทำไมอะว่าเราเป็นคนที่ทำให้อันหนึ่งเกือบตาย
ก็หรือไม่จริงอะลูกก็ดูชอบคุณหนึ่งมากกว่าเขา
I don't know. That feels very shady to me, though. Like, why actually would you do that? I'm seeing my daughter who I haven't seen for the first time in years, and one of the things that comes out of my mouth is like, oh, this person was actually the person who made me want to abort you. And your reason is she seems to like you more than me, so what, you're trying to get her to like her less? I thought you would be glad that in your absence, at least your daughter has someone. I was about to say like a parental figure or like a mother figure, you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't necessarily work. A little bit about, you know, like a mommy. But I thought you'd be glad that your daughter has someone who cares about her, who's looking out for her. Why are you appearing for the first time in a long time in your daughter's life and trying to destroy her supporting relationships? Like, that seems very toxic. What?
ทั้งที่คุณหนึ่งเกือบทำให้แกไม่ได้เกิดมา
Why do you keep... Okay, you know what? Listen. I was willing to buy into, like, the emotional weight of the narrative. But let's be very for real. You were 16. I feel like she was 16. I feel like the deadbeat dad who wasn't around was 16. If I could look the other way for him not being around for his own daughter that he knew existed... Are we really trying to make this Kanung's fault? You're the one who almost made her not exist. You didn't have to drink it. You chose to drink it. So let's be very for real. Like, come on now.
แต่ตอนนี้เราไม่ได้อยากให้อันหนึ่งตาย
He said, but no. I'm sorry. You wanted her to die back then? I feel like that did not have the impact you intended, to be honest.
เราไม่ได้สบายใจนะกับเรื่องที่มันเกิดขึ้น
Right.
ให้ความรู้สึกผิดมันกัดกินที่เราคนเดียว
Yeah,
ไม่ได้
it's not all her fault.
ทำไมต้องไปลากอันหนึ่งเข้ามารับรู้เรื่องนี้ด้วย
It's a weird thing to say.
ทำไมคะ การที่อันหนึ่งรู้ว่าคุณหนึ่งไม่อยากให้แกเกิดมา มันกระทบจิตใจคุณหนึ่งมากเลยเหรอ
That's why you were not worthy. This is why. This is why none of y'all was worthy. Ain't this about her? So, for one, Kanung has excellent taste because none of these is, oh, none of them. Oh my God.
ที่อยากคุยกับเราอะแค่จะย้ำเรื่องนี้ใช่ไหม
The person you claim to
สำเร็จ
love.
แล้ว เรารู้สึกผิด แล้วก็เจ็บปวดมาก กับสิ่งที่เราเคยทำลงไป
คุณหนึ่งช่วยทำให้เขากับลูกสนิทกันกว่านี้ได้ไหมคะ
Oh, this show's trying to kill me. You came back and you're trying to separate your daughter and Kanung by telling your daughter that Kanung is the reason why she almost wasn't born. You were trying to blame your entire long absence and your abortion attempt and all of that. You're trying to put all the weight of your failure as a parent on Kanung's shoulders. The first thing you did when you came is cause her pain. And you have the audacity to stand there and ask, can you help me and my daughter get closer? People just be bold for no reason, like no conception of themselves or reality. The audacity. Shameless. It's what?
เราเป็นคนนอกนะ เราจะไปทำได้ยังไง
แต่อันหนึ่งเชื่อใจคุณหนึ่งมากนะคะ
Which you tried to destroy and now you want to use? Don't touch me. Thank you. You are not
เขากำลังจะแต่ง
worthy,
งานใหม่
peasant.
กับสามีที่อเมริกา
I'm going to marry again with my husband in the USA. Oh, so you had you got married and everything. So you're about to start a whole new family?
แม่เขาก็ยังไม่รู้เรื่อง แต่เขาตั้งใจว่าจะพาอันหนึ่งไปอยู่ด้วย
Excuse me? Bring her on where?
คุยกันเสร็จหรือยังคะ
So you're planning on taking her away right after we just realized we're in love with her? But Kanung isn't. I feel like Kanung won't be able to say no because Kanung feels guilty and Kanung feels like she's taken so much from her already. She owes her this. That's some bullshit.
คุยกันเรื่องอะไรอยู่ล่ะคะ
แม่มาปรึกษาคุณหนึ่งน่ะ
I actually hate the mom
What's
now.
up?
Like I hate you so much.
ไปสวนสนุกกับอันหนึ่งเหรอคะ
ใช่จ้ะ เราไปด้วยกันเนาะ
You just tried to destroy the relationship, and now you're dangling Kanung in front of her like candy. Admittedly, you have no way of knowing just why it's working so well. But you know what? It's gonna bite you in the ass. I'll just wait for that day. I'll wait for the day you realize the reason your daughter is so happy to be around Kanung. I was low key sort of feeling bad for you, but now I'm just ready. I'm glad to see it. You deserve it.
ไปค่ะ ไป
She's
เสาร์นี้เลยนะคะ
excited to
คุณหนึ่ง
go with Kanung. She looked at her like, bitch, say what?
ค่ะคุณหนึ่ง
Anung was about to fly into her
เข้ากัน
arms. Still this pattern, this habit of treating people like objects, and even now, in trying to manipulate Anung into feeling a certain kind of way about her, her mom is treating Anung as an object. None of y'all niggas is worthy. Yeah. I'm literally sitting here and I'm just shocked by the fact that literally no one but Anung was worthy. Factually, they are terrible. it's I feel like it's been so
ได้
much
ยินหม่อม
more
แขไข่
process,
เล่า
like one thing after another thing after another thing, the mom coming back, the mom saying you're the reason why I almost like had an abortion and she could have died, and you're the reason why her eyesight is like this and like that, and then realizing that she's in love with her and now she might be leaving, and Kanang hasn't even had time to really process one thing before another thing comes, and I can actually feel why she's so stressed. It's a lot.
คุณหนึ่งพูดได้3 ภาษา
หลักๆแล้วก็มีแต่ภาษาไทยกับภาษาอังกฤษนั่นแหละค่ะ
เห็นคุณครูที่โรงเรียนบอกว่าคุณหนึ่งเป็นนักเรียน
Oh,
ตัวอ
now
ย่า
you
ง
care. I thought she was a
น่า
scholarship
ภูมิใจแทน
student.
คุณย่าจริง
ไม่ขนาดนั้นหรอกค่ะ
โหคนหนึ่งอย่าถ่อมตัวไปเลยค่ะ ถ้าเป็นสมัยก่อนนะคะ ไม่มีใครเทียบคนหนึ่งได้เลยแหละ
ๆ ได้ยินมาว่าจบปริญญาโทด้วยนี่คะ
เกือบจบอะค่ะ พอดีว่าเรียนไปแล้วเบื่อ ก็เลยเลิกเรียนค่ะ
She said, "Oh, that's not what I expect from ML Subakoma." But Nanang looks so happy. Why?
ถ้าตัวอยากให้หนึ่งรักอะสิ่งแรกที่ตัวควรรู้ คือแม่ตัวใช้ไม้เรียวตีหนึ่ง
Yeah.
ตัวจะทำยังไงก็ได้นะ แต่ถ้าเราเป็นตัว เราจะคุยกับแม่ให้รู้เรื่อง
Yeah.
ว่าแบบนี้มันผิดวิธี ถ้าอยากให้ลูกรักอะก็ต้องปกป้องลูกให้ได้ก่อน เราไปละ
ทำไมแม่ไม่บอกฟ้าว่าแม่ตีหนึ่ง
Why would she tell you that? Hi,
ทำไมฉันต้อง
I
บอก
hate
แก
your
ด้วย
daughter.
ฉันจะเลี้ยงหนึ่งด้วยวิธีไหนมันก็สิทธิ์ของฉัน ว่าแต่แกเถอะ ไปบอกคุณหนึ่งเขาแบบนั้นทำไม
แบบนั้น นี่แม่แอบฟังฟ้าคุยกับคนหนึ่งเหรอคะ
แกไม่ต้องมาเฉยไฉ
Oh, you know.
แกไปบอกคุณหนึ่งว่าแกเกือบแท้ง เพราะยานั่น
Oh, you were actually
แก
listening to
พูด
all
แบ
of
บนั้น
that?
ทำไม ทั้งที่เรื่องจริงมันไม่ใช่ แกจะทำให้เขารู้สึกผิดทำไมในเมื่อมันไม่เกี่ยวกับเขาสักนิด
ใช่ ฟ้าโกหกคนหนึ่ง ฟ้าเครียดเลยคลอดก่อนกำหนด แล้วไงอะคะ พอรู้ว่าเป็นหม่อมหลวงหน่อยก็เข้าข้าง
ใหญ่
สุด
ฟ้า
เรื่องนั้นไว้ก่อนได้ไหมคะ แม่ตอบฟ้ามา ว่าแม่ใช้ไม้เรียวตีหนึ่งจริง ๆ ใช่ไหม มากไปหรือเปล่าคะ
It is.
นั่นหลานแม่แท้ๆนะ
ฉันไม่อยากให้หลานเหมือนแกไง แกมันใจแตกท้องไม่มีพ่อ ที่ฉันทำกับหนึ่งแบบนี้ก็เพราะต้องการแบบนี้ไง
Look, I feel you on that. You understand what I'm saying? I feel you on that. Especially after seeing where your daughter turned out. I have to see the depths of effort your daughter has reached. I completely understand why you don't want your granddaughter to be anything like her. I can't even hold you. I've lost my ability to be mad at the grandma once I saw the mom turn out. Like, I understand, okay? That being said, beating her is not going to make her more likely to do the right thing. The only way to ensure your child walks the right path is literally to teach them, to train them up in the way that they should go. And once you've taught your child a certain way to think and a certain way to see the world, and they have certain beliefs, they're carried by those things. You have to teach, not beat. Okay? Teach, not beat. You need to teach your granddaughter everything that her mom apparently didn't know, which is first and foremost, if you gonna be doing that crazy stuff, you might as well use protection. But even better yet, don't do that crazy stuff. It's a whole thing.
ฉันตีหนึ่ง กี่ทีแค่ก็เจ็บเท่านั้น แกไม่มีวันรู้สึกหรอก เพราะแกไม่ได้เลี้ยงเด็กนั่นมาไง
But But that actually kind of makes it more fucked up. And I know what she means because we saw her cry that time after she beat Anung. So she does love her, she does care about her, and she thinks, I have to do this to make sure that she doesn't turn out like her mom. For me, it's like the saddest thing in the world to love your child or your grandchild or your whoever and to treat them badly because you think this is what needs to be done. It's so tragic. Like, she's gonna grow up resenting you. And at the end of the day, everything you say that you're doing to help her, to stop her from being like something, that's not the key. Your methods are ineffective. So you're sowing so much pain into both your and her life. And it's a barren seed. It's not gonna bear any fruit. Useless, for nothing. It's just sad at this point. Like, it's just sad. I kind of feel more bad for the grandma than I do the mom now. Like, low key. I need Kanung to hold Anung. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but I just feel like my whole body's dying to see them embraced. I don't even need the kiss at this point. I just need you to hold her, please.
คนหนึ่งไม่เห็นบอกเลยนะคะ ว่าจะมีคนอื่นมาด้วย
You lied to her face about her almost causing the abortion of her.
ใช่
Who
จะ
does
พาเขา
that?
มาทำไมก็ไม่รู้
หนึ่งบอกแล้วว่าหนึ่งแค่เล่าให้ฟังไม่ได้จะชวน
ให้ผมไปด้วยนะทำไมคุณหนึ่งให้โอกาสเพียงฟ้าสนิทกับลูกแต่ไม่ให้โอกาสผมสนิทกับลูกบ้างล่ะ
Because she actually knows she
ไม่อยาก
is
ตรวจ
her
DNA
mom.
แล้วไง
อันหนึ่งมี DNA ความน่ารักของผมอยู่เต็มหน้าขนาดนั้นน่ะหน้าเหมือนผมซะขนาดนั้น ไม่ต้องพิสูจน์อะไรให้มากหรอกครับ ให้ผมไปด้วยนะครับ ผมอยากสนิทกับลูกบ้าง
แต่ถ้าคุณไปคุณต้องเจอฟ้านะ
เรื่องมันก็ผ่านมานานแล้วอ่ะฟ้าเขาคงไม่คิดอะไรมากหรอกครับ
เฮ้ย
Yeah, you're just making her life more complicated.
ทำไมครอบครัว
Stressing
นี้
Kanung out
ต้อง
like
เอา
this.
หนึ่งเข้าไปยุ่งเกี่ยวด้วยเนี่ย
โธ่คุณหนึ่งวันเสาร์นี้ก็วันเกิดอันหนึ่งแล้วด้วย ให้ผมไปด้วยนะครับ
Oh, she's born on Saturday? Yo, so am I.
รู้ได้ไง
ผมไม่รู้สิแปลกฟ้าถึงได้เลือกวันนั้นไปสวนสนุกไงครับ
สืบมาหมดแล้วสินะ
นั่นไงครับ วันเกิดลูกผมทั้งคนน่ะให้ผมไปด้วยนะครับ
Oh my god.
ให้ผมไปด้วยคนนะครับ
Oh my god. You just stand there and listen to people's conversation?
แอบฟัง
We
ทุกประโยค
don't
แล้วสินะ
know you.
ใครอะครับคุณหนึ่ง
ก็เด็กที่มาหลงเสน่ห์ลูกสาวคุณไง
No, that's just-
นี่ เราเลิกเดินตามอันหนึ่งกลับบ้านหรือยัง
เลิกแล้วครับ จริงๆ ผมไม่ได้มีเจตนาที่ไม่ดีนะครับ ผมขอโทษครับ
That
เดิ
is
นตามอันหนึ่งกลับ
like
บ้าน หมายความว่าไอ้หมอนี่ เดินตามลูกผมเหมือนคนโรคจิตงั้นเหรอครับ
เด็กก็ขอโทษแล้ว แล้วก็รู้สึกผิดแล้วเนี่ยนี่เรื่องนั้นจะยังไง ผู้ใหญ่3 คนพาเด็กคนเดียวไปเที่ยวสวนสนุก
She said seriously?
เอาเป็นว่าอยากไปก็ไป แต่อย่าทำอะไรลุ่มล่าม
ขอบคุณครับ
She thought she'd be here with like Kanung alone and her mom.
จะได้ไม่ปล่อย
Kanung
ไง
knows it.
มาแต่กับผู้ใหญ่ เดี๋ยวก็เบื่อเอาแย่หรอก
They both
จะมาทำไมก็ไม่
hate
รู้
it so much.
เอ้า ก็ผมก็เป็นพ่อทำไมผมจะมาไม่ได้
Yo, have
Nee,
you
die
just
net, maar
seen
dan
this in the air? Like, does she know? And honestly, you should ask him. I don't know why this boy is
No.
here. Like,
วันนี้เราเป็นศูนย์รวมของความสนใจของทุกคนนะ
you said me? Yeah. It's so weird though, like
แม่เราเขา
why?
อยากมีช่วงเวลาดีๆกับเรา แล้วก็อยากสนิทกับเรามากขึ้น
I
So
can't stand
Chet.
her face. I'm sorry. After the lie, I can't do it.
มันอาจจะเร็วเกินไป แต่บอกเลยก็ได้นะ ยินดีด้วย เรามีพ่อแล้ว
Well, way to break it to the kid,
Only-
okay? Just like
พูด
that.
เรื่องอะไรแบบนี้มันต้องค่อยๆเป็นค่อยๆไปหรือเปล่าครับ
ส่วนโฟกแอบชอบเราอยู่
So it's all out here, okay? She put everybody's business on blast. I can't even be mad. I respect it. It's all out here. Let's go. It's time.
เกลียดอาแล้วใช่ไหม
ทำไมมีแต่เขาที่พยายามอยู่ฝ่ายเดียว ทำไมอันหนึ่งถึงไม่อยากอยู่กับเขาอะ
Because she's trying to do what's best for you. Liz.
อันหนึ่งเขากลัว
Riz Master. No, Riz got us. Oh. I can't with the nug. I just can't with the nug.
อันหนึ่งเขากลัว
Those hands
Yeah.
came very close to the
เวอ
place.
ร์น่ะ
ซ้อมไงคะอันหนึ่งเขากลัว
ยังเวอร์น่ะ
ซ้อมไงคะซ้อมไว้ก่อนไม่ได้เหรอ
เดี๋ยวเราไปห้องน้ำก่อนนะ
เดี๋ยวสิอันหนึ่งเขาไปด้วย
ถึงคิวแล้ว
She actually doesn't give a about any of them being present. You're walking way too close to me. Back up. Back up. Back up. Really, bro? Really? That's the impression you want to make? Okay. All right. So nobody's having a good time. This was a fantastic idea. This girl isn't scared at all. Look at you faking faker. Plotting and planning and planning and plotting. She literally had it in mind that this is what she wanted to do at like the amusement park. Like she would be able to hug Nung and da 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 da. Oh my god. Oh, now she's mad at you. Oh. Well, shit, what you want me to do? I can't make the girl love you.
Sanu ไหมลูก
นู่นมีไอติมด้วยนะ กินไหมกินไอติมไหมหรืออยากไปกินป๊อปคอร์นก็มีนะ
She doesn't know these people though. Like they're still virtual strangers and they just showed up and want to act like they're her parents. Like my initial reaction would be, you're my mom. Like
ลูกไม่คุยกับเขาเลย
kind of overwhelming her.
ผมก็ด้วย
She doesn't want to spend time with you like that.
เขาอยากมีช่วงเวลาดีๆกับลูกบ้าง พาคนอื่นมาด้วยทำไม
เชษเป็นคนอื่น
แต่คนหนึ่งก็ไม่น่าชวนเด็กโฟงนั่นมาด้วยเลย ดูสิ ฟ้าเลยไม่ได้อยู่ใกล้ลูกเลย
ไม่ชวนเด็กนั่นมา คิดว่าหนึ่งจะอยู่กับตัวเลยไง
แต่คนหนึ่งกำลังทำให้มันยากนะ ที่คุยกันไว้ก็ยากสิแบบเนี้ย
คุยอะไรกันไว้เหรอครับ
ไม่ใช่เรื่องของคุณ
is the dad.
ให้เวลาหนึ่งเขาหน่อยเถอะ
The fuck is wrong with you? You know what I don't like? Both of them, but more Anung's mom, has this tendency to act like her feelings are the only consideration in a situation. So because she feels a certain way, things have to happen accordingly. The world doesn't revolve around you. Like, Jesus. Are you taking pictures of me? Okay, off the right in general. Are you having fun?
หรือว่าจริงๆ คนหนึ่งไม่ได้อยากให้อาหนึ่งไปนิวยอร์กกับเขาใช่ไหม
พูดอะไรเนี่ย
ตอนนี้ลูกมองคนหนึ่งเป็นฮีโร่ ส่วนพ่อกับแม่เป็นตัวร้าย คงไม่ได้คิดจะช่วยฟ้าจริงๆใช่ไหม
Girl, shut up. What do you mean by you didn't want to help me when she literally helped you? Who cares what she wanted or didn't want? Like, she literally helped you. Ungrateful.
โอ้ยมันอะไรกันนะกันหนาเนี่ย
ก็ดูคนหนึ่งทำสิคะ
This why she don't love you. This why she don't love you. This why she's never gonna love you. This why you never gonna be worthy. She never gonna choose you. Oh my God. Jesus.
ตกลงจะช่วยฟ้าจริงๆใช่ไหม
What do you want her to do?
เดี๋ยวเราจะทำให้อันหนึ่งเกลียดเรา แล้วมองตัวเป็นฮีโร่แทน พอ
That's
ใจ
a
ยัง
terrible idea. Don't do that.
ก็ดี ไหนล่ะ ทำเลยสิ ทำเลย
Self. What's up, statue? You looking kind of blissed out. Like, I don't know how to feel about that. Like,
No.
it's like, no, great, actually.
มีเรื่องจะคุยด้วย
Okay. Wait. You've done like 1/8 of what I need you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like the wrist grab, I appreciate. Now just like bring her closer into your body so that your body like curves around her body. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like, just that's all I need. Okay? Just just you know what I'm saying? Just like yeah, like I feel like we're almost here, you know what I'm saying?
เป็นไร
เปล่าค่ะ
Oh.
อาถามว่าเป็นอะไร ยังไม่ได้ว่าอะไรเลย ร้องไห้ทำไม
Yeah, did you hear her voice get so soft and so cute? She's bringing out a side to Kanung that we've never seen and that I don't think anyone has ever seen, and it's my heart.
เขาไม่ได้จะร้องเพราะอันหนึ่งจะว่า แต่เขาเสียใจ
เสียใจเรื่องอะไร
ก็เรื่องที่อันหนึ่งจะผลักไสให้เขาไปอยู่กับแม่ไง
รู้ได้ยังไง
ก็แม่กับยายคุยกัน
Nobody can keep secrets in this house. My God, things are not
แต่
looking
เขาก็
good
ไม่
for
รู้
the
จะ
two of
เสีย
you,
ใจเรื่องอะไร
actually.
ก่อนดี ระหว่างเรื่องที่อันหนึ่งหลอกให้เขามากับแม่ หรือจะเรื่องอาเชษที่ตามจีบอันหนึ่ง
Oh, he's not an issue. We don't like him. It's fine.
แล้วจู่ๆก็กลายมาเป็นพ่อเขา
There is that. flirted with you and suddenly became my father. It's wild. It's actually wild. Yeah, the man who wants to sleep with you now my father. The man she disliked for wanting to sleep with you is now her daddy. It's a lot.
ไหนจะเรื่องในนั่นอีกอะจะพามาทำไมก็ไม่รู้ เขาไม่ได้อยากสนิทด้วยแต่แรกด้วยซ้ำแต่เรื่องที่เขาเสียใจที่สุดอะมันคือเรื่องอันหนึ่ง
แค่หวังดี
Yeah, she actually just was trying to.
ที่ชวนโฟกมา
She
เพราะว่า
thought
เรา
was
จะได้
best.
ไม่เบื่อ ส่วนพ่อกับแม่เรา เขารักเรามากนะ
แต่สำหรับเขาอะพ่อกับแม่เป็นแค่คนแปลกหน้า
เราก็คนแปลกหน้าเหมือนกัน
No, you're
เราเพิ่งรู้
not.
จัก
ไม่
กัน
เหมือน แต่เขาอยากอยู่กับอันหนึ่ง เขาอยากมาเที่ยวกับอันหนึ่ง สิ่งที่เขาทำสิ่งที่เขารู้สึกอะมันไม่เคยส่งไปถึงอันหนึ่งเลยหรอ อันหนึ่งรังเกียจเขามากเลยเหรอ
I do understand. I do understand because she's told this woman that she loves her, right? And she spends her days inching closer, telling her that she's her girlfriend and doing all these things, holding her, teasing her. We have all these little moments that feel like we're getting somewhere. You know, we had that, not an I love you, but so close to an I love you as to be almost insignificant, right? And then the next day you're planning for me to fly away with my mom. It makes it seem like you don't want me. It makes it seem like you don't love me. And it makes it seem like you don't value my love for you. If so, like, what are we doing here? You know, so when she says, do you resent me that much? She's saying, so what, this entire time, have I just been like annoying to you? Have I just been like an inconvenience that you were tolerating? And I can't imagine anything that would be more painful than to genuinely love someone. And not only, right, that you thought that they loved you, but now it seems like you're wrong. But for it to feel like not only do they not love you, but they actively don't want you around, or perhaps they don't like you. So I understand why she's hurt. But you just have to take one look at Kanung's face and understand that she loves the girl back. And it's just that she's caught trying to do what she feels is best for Anung. And it feels selfish to say stay. It feels selfish to say, I love you, I don't want you to leave, stay. It feels like that would be her taking something from Anung as well. Which is why she's not doing it. But it's hard position.
ไม่ใช่ ไม่ใช่
You gotta tell
หนึ่งอยากจะคิดยังไง
Kanung, we were this close. She's looking at you with these big brown eyes that are like, tell me the truth. You can think in whatever way you like. No. You have to communicate. Come on, we were doing so well.
อยากจะคิดอะไร จะส่งถึงไม่ถึง หนึ่งจะคิดอะไรก็ได้อะได้ทั้งนั้นแหละ
So instead of reiterating everything I just said, instead of repeating everything I just said, which was wonderfully put, you decide to say, well, whether I loved you or I don't love you, whether I reciprocate your feelings or I don't reciprocate your feelings, you can decide that for yourself. You know what? You think whatever you want to think. I feel like where did this pencil come from? Where did this comb come from? Nobody knows. Okay, the stress of the moment. The comb is just here. We're going with the comb. Going with the comb. I feel like part of the reason why Kanung had that response is because it's been building. Like, the pressure has been building. Everyone is coming to her to somehow make a relationship for them with Anung, when she's now trying to figure out her own relationship with Anung, right? We have the mom coming to her, we have the dad coming to her, we have that random kid coming to her, and then everyone turns and tries to blame her when they're not getting the results that they're expecting, bar the kid, right? So I feel like that pressure has just been building. And so we had that moment where she was like, it's not like that. And it looked like she was about to tell Anung exactly what she thinks and exactly what she feels. And then right after that, we had Kanung sort of reverting back to what she knows, which is distancing, right? Which is withdrawing, especially when things get overwhelming and complicated and a little bit painful. So then she's like, you know what, I'm tired, I'm done, just think whatever you want to think. And Anung doesn't deserve that response. The mom deserves that response, not Anung. And Kanung is gonna have to learn that you just can't randomly pull away in a relationship whenever you feel like it. You sometimes have to stay. You have to stay in the mess, you have to stay in the pain, and you have to communicate through it. I love the way Anung communicated. I thought it was beautiful the way she was able to articulate exactly what she was feeling. It was gorgeous. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. Like, mature as hell. You know what I'm saying? If anyone, emotionally, it feels like Kanung is not the one who's actually quite ready to be able to stand in a committed relationship. Ain't that something?
อยากจะคิดอะไร หนึ่งอยากจะคิดยังไง
I want to see the transition.
ไม่ใช่ หนึ่งอยากจะคิดยังไง อยากจะคิดอะไร จะส่งถึงไม่ถึง หนึ่งจะคิดอะไรก็ได้อะได้ทั้งนั้นแหละ คิดถึงใจพ่อกับแม่เราบ้างสินี่แหละ ที่เป็นแค่คนอื่น
แต่อันหนึ่งไม่เคยทิ้งเขา
Oh God, how fast that rejoinder was. She said, I'm an outsider, and Anung just came back with it like that, but you never left me. So if the outsider never left me, but my parents did, then what are we talking about here?
นี่แหละ ที่เป็นแค่คนอื่น
แต่อันหนึ่งไม่เคยทิ้งเขา
แต่เกือบทำให้หนึ่งไม่ได้เกิดมานะ
ทำไมอันหนึ่งต้องใจร้ายกับเขาขนาดนี้
Because you see, it feels like a rejection. Her bringing it up in this moment feels like a rejection. It feels like her saying, I'm one more person who didn't want you to exist. I'm one more person who didn't want you. And on this day, when we can see how close to the surface it is in Anung's heart, the fact that her parents did leave, did abandon her, the last thing that this woman I'm not gonna call her that kid anymore. The last thing that this woman needs to hear is the person that I love, the person that I care about, the person that I already have insecurities and pain about because I think that she doesn't love me the way that I love her, and she doesn't want me the way I thought she did, actually didn't want me to be born. Whether Kanang intends it to be or not, it's going to sound like a rejection. And so when she says, why do you have to be so mean to me? That's what she's referring to. Why do you have to say that? Why do you have to tell me that? In this context, why do you have to express that you are yet one more person who did not want me to be around? And it's so crazy because it's so contradictory to what Kanang expressed to her dad. And actually, you know what? It's so contradictory to what Kanang expressed to her dad and what she expressed to her the other day, which is part of why Anang is confused. Thank you for being born. Thank you for being here. And then to her dad, like, Anang is so lovely, is so kind, is so this, is so that. Her sentiments now are like completely contradictory to everything we know she actually feels. How can Anong not be confused?
เกลียดอาแล้วใช่ไหม
No, she doesn't. It doesn't work.
อยากให้เขาเกลียดมากเลยเหรอ ทำไมถึงต้องผลักใส่เขาขนาดนี้ ทำไมมีแต่เขาที่พยายามอยู่ฝ่ายเดียว ทำไมอันหนึ่งถึงไม่อยากอยู่กับเขาอ่ะ
Because Kanang is pretty emotionally unavailable, right? And Anang has been trying, and Anang has been bearing the weight of making this relationship a thing. Even though Kanang shares her feelings, it's been all on Anang to show up and to flirt and to try and get in physical contact and to creep past those boundaries that Kanang has. And I can imagine that it will be exhausting, right? But especially on a day like today, when they've aggravated this wound of these were people in my life that were supposed to love me and they didn't want me. And what was wrong with me that they didn't want me? It's not the day that she can give out that to Kanang. That's the day that she needs to receive this from Kanang. And that's what she's saying. She's saying, where is this from you when I need it? Why does it have to be me solely trying to keep this relationship together? And it's fair and it's facts. You know what I'm saying? And so it's Kanang isn't communicating what she feels, and I understand the source of her actions, but it's not fair to Anang because you're making her feel like trash. And it's yet another way of sort of manipulating her almost. Like, let her choose. And if what she chooses is you, grant her the respect to acknowledge and accept it. She's 20. Stop trying to push her away so that she goes to her parents because you think that that's what's gonna make her happy. She's literally telling you right now what's going to make her happy. And it's you.
ทำไมอันหนึ่งถึงไม่อยากอยู่กับเขาอ่ะ
ไม่เกลียดอาเลยเหรอ
เขาจะเกลียดคนที่เขารักได้ยังไง แล้วอีกอย่างอะนะ เขารู้เรื่องทุกอย่างหมดแล้ว
นี่แม่แอบฟังฟ้าคุยกับคนหนึ่งเหรอคะ
แกไม่ต้องมาเฉยไฉแกไปบอกเขาว่าแกเกือบแท้งเพราะยานั่น
I had a feeling she might know or even suspect Because the way she told Kanang that that's not gonna make me stop loving you was such a definite statement. It's a statement of somebody who's thought about it and said to herself, well, even if she was responsible, even if she did XYZ, that's not gonna make me stop loving her. So it's funny because part of why Kanang is doing all this, apart from the whole I want her to be happy, and I think that's with her parents thing, is some residual guilt that I'm not good for her. Right? What? I'm too worn, I'm too scarred, I'm too set in my ways. She deserves someone who's young and uninhibited and blah blah blah. And so that's part of why she's pushing her away. So it's ironic and it's so crazy to think that if part of the reason you were pushing her away was this guilt and this fear of if she actually knew what I was responsible of or responsible for, she might want to leave, only to realize that she knew the entire time. And she still, all she wanted to date, despite knowing, was to spend time with you. And so what it does is it sort of helps to prove to Kanang that she means what she says when she says she loves her. And that no, it's not just suddenly going to change because now her parents are here. It's not suddenly going to change because she found out that you advised her mom to have an abortion. Jesus Christ. It's not suddenly going to change. We saw the violence of Kanang's reaction in episode 3 when she thought Anung was essentially saying she couldn't do this and it was too hard, when Anung thought that she was dating Mon, right? And so it almost seems like there are times when Kanang tries to push her away before Anung can leave. But every time that Anung proves, I'm not leaving, I love you, I feel like it strengthens whatever is between them just a bit more. But like she's saying, why should it have to always be on me? Why don't you reach for me? Why am I always reaching for you?
แกพูดแบบนั้นทำไมทั้งที่เรื่องจริงมันไม่ใช่แกจะทำให้เขารู้สึกผิดทำไมในเมื่อมันไม่เกี่ยวกับเขาสักนิด
ใช่ ฟ้าโกหกคนหนึ่ง ฟ้าเครียดเลยคลอดก่อนกำหนด
That's what you heard.
อันหนึ่งไม่ไล่เขาไปไม่ได้เหรอ เขารักอันหนึ่งจริง
Like I believe it. Shoot.
แต่หนึ่งเกือบจะไม่มีวันนี้ เพราะอานะ
See, I told you at the beginning of this episode that this woman was gonna take this guilt, she was gonna run with it, and she was gonna try and destroy this relationship. It took a minute, but that thing did kick in. You gonna do me like that? Really? It took a minute, but that it kicked in so hard. But what's crazy is that it kicked in so subtly, literally just slowly ramping up. I forgive you. We're fine. Let it go.
ๆ ได้ ถ้าหนึ่งอยากให้เขาไปมากนะเขาก็จะไป
ไม่
ฮะ
ไม่ให้ไป
I did not expect Kanang to be the one who was emotional. Well, maybe I did. But my God, like this is, the dynamics. Because as young as Anung is comparatively, it feels like Kanang is the one struggling with being in love for the first time and going through that phase of, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I do with this emotion and with this feeling, you know? Anung is sure, like she said, like, I love you, I want you, I want to be with you. She's good. And Kanang is just here, like, floundering, trying to figure out, how does this work? But I'm glad I'm glad that in the end, when it looked like Anung was turning away, it just sort of exploded out of her that no, I won't let you go. But as she's saying it, she looks terrified. Like, she looks terrified, like she's asking herself, what the hell am I doing?
ไม่ให้ไป
She looks so afraid and moved.
อาอยากให้หนึ่งอยู่ที่นี่ อยู่ตรงนี้ ไม่ไปนะ
Please don't go. Please don't go. Stay here with me. Please don't leave me. I feel like there are very few statements that are going to resonate with Anung more clearly than, please don't leave me. Please don't go. Because if there's anything she understands, it is what it feels like to have somebody that you love and you care about leave. Right? Which is part of why she's so upset right now, because it feels like that's what Kanung is doing as she pulls away. I feel like part of the reason why Kanung looks so terrified is because this is uncharted territory and she has never really felt this way about anyone before in her life. And so there is an immense amount of vulnerability as she's standing here before Anung, telling her, please don't leave. Please don't go. I want you. I want to fight for you. I won't let you. The vulnerability on Faye's face is crazy. The actual acting is insane. And I'm just loving this moment because what it does is it gives Anung her agency back. Throughout this entire episode, you have the grown-ups, the adults, trying to pull strings to get Anung to do what they want, regardless of what she wants, regardless of what she feels. Her mom wants her daughter to come live with her so they can pretend to be one big happy family. So all of a sudden, it's, I'm gonna lie to Kanung to put a wedge between them, and when that doesn't work, I'm gonna ask Kanung to help my daughter or make my daughter like me. Okay. The dad pops up and it's like, I'm gonna come on this fun day with an amusement park and try to get you to like me. The other dude pops up, I'm also gonna try and get you to like me. Like, it's a whole lot of people not giving her any agency. Not a single person has asked her what she wanted. She's 20, about to be 21. But Kanung in this moment, what it feels like for me is that she is finally recognizing Anung's agency when she says, please don't go. She's finally framing it as an option where Anung does have the choice, where Anung can leave or Anung can stay. And it moves Kanung out of this realm of just one more adult trying to influence her decisions, just one adult trying to, as well meaning as it is, manipulate her into what she thinks is best. And it elevates Anung to the point where Kanung is regarding her as another human being with agency, as almost another adult. And that changes everything, doesn't it? Because now it's not like at the beginning of this, when they entered the carnival, it was like an adult and a child and trying to manage those two other adults and that one other child that wanted to, have a relationship with her. But now, in this moment, in this conversation, now it is one adult to another adult saying, no, don't leave, don't go. I want to fight for this. Please don't leave me. And I feel like their relationship has never felt like more real and more tangible. Because again, the power dynamic is shifting like crazy and it's flowing towards Anung. Like the more Kanung loves her, the more the power dynamic shifts in Anung's favor. This episode has been crazy. Crazy.
อาอยากให้หนึ่งอยู่ที่นี่ อยู่ตรงนี้ ไม่ไปนะ
It's how much Anung needed to hear that. To hear that she is wanted, and not just wanted by anyone, but wanted by the person that she loves most in this world right now. How much she needed to hear that. And it's how quick she is to forgive. That is a mark of love, right? That love is quick to cover wrongs and transgressions. So it's how quick Anung is to like let everything go and just embrace her, you know? But what I noticed is that Kanung really doesn't know how to do this. Kanung really doesn't know how to do this. She doesn't know how to comfort. She doesn't know how to connect on this level. So that's another thing that she's gonna have to learn. She's willing to learn. She's so unused to physical touch, but for she'll try. Okay, this has been my reaction to Black the Series Season 1 Episode 4. And honestly, like, the episode has been crazy. It's been crazy. Okay, I actually ended up talking a lot in this episode. Oh my god, because there were just so many things, right? I'm scared to look at the link. But screw the link. Okay, one thing we do on this channel is detail. I really don't know what the quote came from, but like, I'm glad it's here now. It's helping me to channel my energy appropriately because I just want to scream at this point. Like, this is... I'm so here for it. Like, just hold your baby boo. Goddamn, just hold her. Oh my god. If you have enjoyed my reaction, please go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Okay? And go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that YouTube can notify you every time I upload a new video. Blank the Series is usually on Fridays, but I'm thinking about shifting it up to Wednesday just so you guys get it that much earlier, and you know, it's not like towards the end of the week you get uploads, but then the rest of the week there's nothing. So now maybe midweek Wednesday upload, Sunday upload. I will put a final notification up about that. But yeah, like I said, it's been so much fun having all the new Blank the Series fans added to the channel. I appreciate you, and this is about to be a motherfucking ride, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love it. So I look forward to experiencing this series with you. Like, I am here for it. Okay, without much ado, I will see you all later. Mwah.